Congress must act to fix our horrible immigration laws. This is crazy what's happening. And what we really need more than anything else, we need the loopholes closed by Congress. It would take 15 minutes.
President Trump calling on Congress to fix our broken borders at a rally in Florida last night. The president's comments come as nearly 100,000 people were apprehended at the border in April. That's the highest level since 2007. I'm joined now by Georgia Congressman Rob Woodall. Congressman, thanks for joining us. 15 minutes. What's the holdup?
Listen, we've had the president invite folks down to the White House to begin these conversations and can't get folks excited about it. I had my first 2 votes on changing the legal immigration system and ending illegal immigration in 10 years in Congress just this past summer. We've got to bring people together, and we can bring people together. President Trump said in his State of the Union speech he wants to preside over the highest level of legal immigration in American history. And we ought to all agree that breaking the laws is never going to be the right answer.
And we have extraordinarily high levels of legal immigration, which I don't think enough Americans even realize. But the illegal immigration problem in a recent surge, particularly led by families and children, everyone now agrees it's a crisis. That seems to me an important first step. Toward the end of last year, the numbers weren't there. It was more of a political debate. Now it's a human debate. It's a acknowledged human crisis. Does that create a greater sense of urgency?
Well, I can't tell. It seems to me oftentimes that folks would rather use the human condition as a political issue than actually an opportunity to solve something. I thank you for recognizing that America has the highest level of legal immigration of any nation on the planet. That's important because when we have this illegal immigration conversation, depending on which side you're on, folks paint it as do you care or do you not? We all care, and you're absolutely right. Ending this border crisis is going to save children. It's going to protect children because they're being used as pawns by human smugglers right on the border today.
Congressman, what would be some of the things that you think would be the right answers and palatable to your colleagues on the other side of the aisle?
Charles, I've been down to Honduras and Guatemala, El Salvador, had conversations with families that were preparing to travel north. They'll say, Rob, I don't need to leave my home country, but America has gotten so good at enforcing its immigration laws. My husband, my father, can't come back and forth to work during seasonal labor. Let's give out those seasonal visas legally. Let's find out who's coming and why they're coming and make sure that they're not displacing American workers. Let's have robust seasonal visa opportunities available.
Well, I know that the administration has bumped up the number of seasonal visas, and that also points to the symbiotic relationship that we have with the immigrants who are coming to this country. And just the idea is that we should be able to control this. You know, other countries have systems where it's based on merit. And it's so interesting because they're never called races in Canada for these kind of systems. Their percentage of immigrants are a lot higher as a percentage of their overall population, and it seems to work for everyone. Why don't we begin down a path like that where we have a sort of system that rewards the folks that we want coming here?
Right. You know, we do have a system in place today. I represent a majority-minority district in the state of Georgia. 27% of my bosses are first-generation American citizens. Many of them have come to the country legally on a visa, and they're still in a 10-year, 20-year, 30-year line to become a United States citizen. Those families say, Rob, how can you go and just wave your magic wand to make folks coming over the border illegally now legal when my family has been caught in limbo doing it the right way now for the past 10 years? We can solve all of these problems simultaneously, but I need my friends on the left to acknowledge that open borders is not the answer. There is a right way and a wrong way to come to America, and if we can't agree on that as a starting point, there's nowhere to go in this conversation.
Congressman Woodall, thank you very much. Appreciate it.